Yes, Art Lab 33. Actually, it's not new. It's just that I wasn't really using it very much. It was my calendar that I was using for Miami Art Exchange because I had a problem with the Miami Art Exchange site where actually somebody hacked into my site through the calendar. So I moved the calendar to a different website. So it was only a calendar. But the problem is that people were not sending me the information for the calendar in a form that I could use it. They would send scanned postcards, and I can't use that. I needed to have them send me, a text file with the name and the date and blah, 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 with all the information. So I could then copy and paste it, but I can't copy and paste it if they send a postcard. So I just said, forget it. And so I said, I'll take this offline and make it something else. And so what I'm doing now is focusing on the art making process. So I'm continuing to go into artist studios and do studio visits and interviews with artists and talk about artists with their art making process. So that's what it's about. Only going to be focused on that. And then, of course, I would like to have the artists, give me some work to be able to sell online as well. Something not terribly expensive, like works on paper, under $2,500, something affordable for the average person. So that's really where I'm focusing at now. And there's a lot of interest, so that's good.
But your art exchange blog is still
Oh, yes,
active, yeah?
yes.
So you're using that.
Yes, I'm still using that. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to be, although I didn't do it this week because I've been too busy with the holidays, I'm also writing for Examiner.com, which is a Examiner newspaper out of Chicago. And so I'm doing their arts coverage in Miami on their Miami section of their website. They're doing one of those big national websites now, looking at different cities. No, I don't think the community has changed. I think there's probably new people, but I think Miami is a very transient place anyway. I've noticed some new galleries around, but I think that's an Art Basel phenomenon. People come in because of Art Basel and then they leave. Just like right down here on the corner, I saw a gallery and I walked by and it looked like Jackson Pollock. Not even good Jackson Pollock. And so, I went in there because somebody opened the door in front of me, so I just walked in. It wasn't like I was planning to go in. And so I told the guy, I said, if you want to see some real Jackson Pollock, you go up to the Museum of Art in Fort Lauderdale and they have a real Jackson Pollock on exhibition right now. I didn't tell him that his work didn't look that good, but, it really didn't. So, there's things like that going on. People just trying to take advantage of the fact that they have the funds to have a space, but that doesn't mean they're really doing anything.
So basically what you're saying is the art scene itself by itself hasn't changed that much since last
I don't
year.
think so. No. I think everybody that's doing something good is continually doing something good, and that enriches everybody's life. And the people that are just trying to take advantage of a situation are going to continue to do that until we just get tired of it and tell them to go somewhere else.
Isn't it that many more artists are kind of attracted to come to Miami?
Yes, I'd say yes, but I don't think any more than what has been in the past. I don't think it's any kind of great upsurge or anything like that. Because I think some people like here and some people don't, because I know some people have left.
So far, we just met a few people in the last 1 or 2 days, and many of them came from other parts in the state, from Boston,
Right.
New York, and but they are here already for several years. So it seems to be that artists like to come to Miami, that they enjoy very much.
Yes,
the
I
the
think
place.
so, yeah.
but it seems to be that it's not something particular which attracts more artists coming in the last 1 or 2 years, basically since.
Well, I think a lot of people, because of Art Basel, a lot of people think there is a lot more going on here than, the media makes it seem that there's more happening than there really is. But it gives you the opportunity, like this young guy that's sitting here today, Ross, I just met him today. And, a place like Miami gives him the opportunity to create his own way, which I think is good for a lot of people. Some people it probably is not very good, but for some people, that's good to come into a place that's not totally established, you know what I mean? So it's probably very attractive to a certain kind of person, I think I've always been kind of, what's the word, kind of looking at the frontier all the time, I've done that with a number of things, because I used to make clothes, and I was doing certain things with making clothes, and then, 5 years later, or even longer than that, really, 10 years later, people finally started doing some of the things that I was doing, and, I'm out there, beating the bush, so to speak, trying to break new ground. Not that I was calling myself a groundbreaker, but just what I was interested in doing, So I think a lot of that is, good for artists to be able to come here to do that.